Not everything is political. Actually, nothing is political when you're incapable of critically thinking. Everything around us, such as politics, laws, wages, healthcare, including education, are all shaped by politics, even if we acknowledge it or not. Saying not everything is political often comes from a place of privilege or lack of awareness. Only from these two. Truth is, if something doesn't feel political to you, it's probably because it doesn't directly impact your life. But for many people, politics determines their opportunities. That includes their rights and their survival. And some of you probably want change for your country, but still vote for candidates who are only good with words and not actions. Always say no to corruption, especially the ones who prioritize personal interest over the nation's welfare. We all know that if justice is done properly, it brings joy to the victims or even to the righteous. But it's always a terror for the evildoers. A law is valuable, and not because it is a law, but there's right in it. Only if used properly, even without the use of money. And some of the politicians enforce the law that don't even seem to understand simple law. Political, economics, law, or even political science in general is so important for the youth. And this should be in any high school curriculum, or they won't probably even do that because some politicians doesn't want educated voters. That's why we normal citizens chase success all the time, everything in us. Because in this type of situations, you either build your value or get discarded. So don't attack each other just because of political views, especially that's not the same as yours. Voice out your political standpoints. You can do it freely without insulting each other. You probably hear supply and demand, right? Now, if other part of the Philippines says, why not put drug addicts on a rehab instead of killing them? Where is your empathy? Where is your humanity? This is where supply and demand enter. Politics is all about business. Some of it may be a project already. Politicians that are corrupt are good in this. They have this marketing mindset. For example, they build a rehab center for people who get addicted from drugs, who killed maybe 2 or 3 from rape, murder, and such, and help these people regain themselves again. Then after that, being released. Now they will have this person's details, names, address, contact number, and everything. And those details will be used to offer them again this what so-called drugs by a certain group of officials that consider themselves as normal civilians. Some will use and buy it again. Because of what? Because of temptation, or maybe because another problems that they want to escape. Then again go back to rehabilitation center. It is business, not only in Philippines, but this is all over the world. Corrupt politicians make their own customers. Now they will have 2 profits from it, from selling drugs and putting them to rehabilitation centers. And they have this proper tactic that they will not do it to all of their customers. Why? Because when you become greedy, that's the time they will get caught. You cannot blame people who support Rodrigo Duterte, and you cannot blame the people who supports BBM, and you cannot blame the people who supports Lenny. The only one you need to blame is yourself and your lack of awareness, especially of such situations. That's why if ever you will vote, vote, but always leave your emotions at home. Assalamu alaikum.